हेलो दोस्तों, बिगनर्स पॉइंट में आपका स्वागत है। और अभी हम कर रहे हैं, ये है SST जो पॉलिटी से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। इसमें सब कुछ कंप्लीट है। 6 क्लास से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं पॉलिटी के लिए, बाद में पॉलिटी पे चले जाएंगे। स्टडीज SST सोशल साइंस है ये भी। ओशियंस एंड कॉन्टिनेंट्स पहले चैप्टर कर लिया है, दूसरा चैप्टर ये है। The ocean is everything. It covers 7/10 of the terrestrial globe. Its breadth is pure and healthy. It is an immense desert where man is never lonely, for he feels like straying all around. The ocean is the vast savior of nature. The globe began with the ocean, so to speak, and who knows if it will not end with it. किसने कहा ये? जूल्स वर्ड ने 1870। Let us return to our globe and rotate it gently, or look at the picture of the earth seen from the moon. What is the most widespread color you see? Blue, obviously, but what does it represent? You must have guessed the answer. It is water. This means that most of the earth's surface is actually covered with water, almost 3/4 of the surface, in fact. That is why when seen from outer space, the earth appears most blue. Indeed, early astronauts lovingly called the earth the blue planet. The largest water bodies we see on the globe are called oceans. But in the picture of the earth, figure 2.1, you can see at least one other color, brown. This color is that of land, which covers a little over 1/4 of the globe. A large body of land is called land mass, and a large continuous expanse of land is called continent. Both oceans and continents play a vital role in shaping the climate of the earth. They affect all aspects of life, including all plants and animals, and therefore human life too. We see their impact throughout our history and culture and in our daily lives. Don't miss out. The emblem of the Indian Navy contains the motto Sam No Varuna, pronounced Samnovarna, which means be auspicious to us, O Varuna. This is an invocation to Varuna, a Vedic deity associated with the oceans, the sky, and water is in general. The distribution of water and land on the earth. As it happens, oceans and continents are not distributed equally between the northern and southern hemisphere. Let us examine the two maps in figure 2.2. Here too, the blue areas consist of ocean along with their smaller extensions which have various names: sea, bay, gulf, etc. ये सब आ जाते हैं। ओशियन लाइफ, कोरल लीफ ऐसी होती है, स्टारफिश ऑफ सी, एनिमोन, शार्क, स्पर्म वेल, डॉल्फिन ऐसी होती हैं, शिप फिश वगैरह, एल्गी, पेंगुइन्स और सी टर्टल ऐसे दिखाई देंगे। The oceans together hold most of the water available on the planet, but this seawater is salty and unfit for consumption by most land animals, including humans. On the other hand, freshwater makes up a very small proportion of the planet's water resources. It is found in glaciers, rivers, lakes, in the atmosphere, and also underground. The last is called groundwater. Now is oceans. On the world map in figure 2.3 on page 32, we can observe 5 oceans: the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and the Southern or Antarctic Ocean. कितने ओशियन हैं? 5. Although we have listed 5 oceans, it is clear from the map that they are not really separate. The lines that divided them on the map are no more than conventions. The natural world does not follow such boundaries. Seawater, for example, constantly flows across different oceans, sustaining a rich diversity of marine life. Many plant and animal species can be found across multiple oceans. The marine flora includes tiny plants called algae and all kinds of sea waters. The marine fauna consists of thousands of species of colorful fish, dolphins, whales, and countless mysterious deep sea creatures. Each part of the ocean, from the sunlight surface to the dark depths, has its own diverse life forms. इसके बाद ये है एंटार्क्टिक, साउथ अमेरिका, नॉर्थ अमेरिका, अफ्रीका, यूरेशिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया. ओशियन एंड डिजास्टर्स. ये इंडिया का मैप है. अरेबियन सी इधर है और बे बंगाल राइट में. रिटर्निंग to the picture of the earth at the start of this chapter, you may have noticed white shapes across the globe. Did you guess what they are? They are large masses of clouds. Such clouds bring rain to the continents. For instance, the monsoon rains we in India expect every summer or originate in the ocean. Without such rains, our agriculture and all life will suffer. But oceans often also give rise to storms, violent events with extreme rainfall or very strong winds, such as cyclones, which can cause widespread damage to coastal regions of the world. A tsunami is another natural disaster that originates in the ocean. It is a huge and powerful wave, generally caused by a strong earthquake or a volcanic eruption at the bottom of the ocean. Tsunamis can travel thousands of kilometers and submerge coastal areas, causing widespread damage. Continents are visible on the map. Oceans, figure 2.3. How many can you count? The answer is not so simple, as they can be counted in several ways depending on our choice. We may list any number of continents between 4 and 7. Here is why. North America and South America are generally considered to be two continents, but if seen as a single landmass, they can also be considered as one. Europe and Asia are generally considered as two continents, although the map makes it clear that they from a single landmass. For historical and cultural regions, Europe's evolution has been very different from Asia's, which is why they can be seen as two continents. Geologists, however, often regard them as a single continent called Eurasia. Africa and Eurasia are generally regarded as two continents but sometimes as one. Let us summarize the different counts in a table. Count of continents in alphabetical order. 4 continents: Africa, Eurasia, America, Antarctica, or Australia. 5 continents: Africa, America, Antarctica, Australia, Eurasia. 6 continents: Africa, Antarctica, Australia, Eurasia, North America, South America. This is reflected in figure 2.3. 7 continents: Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America. In practice, the last list of 7 continents is the one most widely adopted and used. Now let us look at the diagram on page 36, which is based on the list of 7 continents. It does not show their actual shapes but their relative sizes. फिर आ जाते हैं आइसलैंड्स. इफ़ यू हैव केयरफुली ऑब्जर्व द टू मैप्स अर्लियर इन दिस चैप्टर, you may have noticed that the continents do not include all landmass. Some smaller pieces of land are left out, surrounded by water on all sides. They are called islands. Continents are also surrounded by water, but because they are so large, they are not considered an island. There are lakhs of islands on the planet of very different sizes. Don't miss out, Greenland is the largest island in the world, located on a globe a map. You would have to head the areas of the 10 largest states of India to reach its size. India has more than 1,300 small islands. Those include two major groups: Andaman and Nicobar Islands is in the Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea. Since 1981, the Indian Antarctica program has been exploring Antarctica, a continent with a very cold climate and harsh environment. See white expanse at the bottom, figure point 2.1, which is mostly ice. In 1983, India established its first scientific base station there called Dakshin Gangotri. About 40 teams of Indian scientists have conducted research in this faraway region, especially on the evolution of climate and environment. The settlement where the scientists live has a library and even a post office. Ocean and life. Ocean and continents are vital parts of the environment and affect most aspects of our lives. Even if we do not notice it, we have mentioned that oceans send rain to the continents. This is part of the Earth's water cycle, which you will further study in science. Without oceans, for instance, there would be no rainfall. The Earth would be a desert. Moreover, more than half of the world's oxygen is produced by the ocean's flora, which is why they are called the planet's lungs. The oceans, therefore, play a crucial role in regulating the climate and sustaining life on Earth. Oceans have deeply impacted humanity in many other ways. From early times, people have used oceans and seas to migrate to other regions, to trade in all kinds of goods, to conduct military campaigns, and as a source of food through fishing. Oceans have also nourished the cultures of coastal people all over the world. Almost all of them have tales and legends about the sea gods and goddess, and sea monsters and treasures from the sea. The ocean's dangers, but also their blessings. The United Nations has designated June 8 as the World Ocean Day to remind us all of the major role of the ocean plays in everyday life. It serves as the lungs of our planet, a major source of food and medicine, and a crucial part of the biosphere. Scientific studies have shown how the oceans are polluted by human activity. We throw several millions tons of plastic waste into the ocean every year, choking marine life. There are several other forms of pollution as a result. The marine environment is under threat. Overfishing, excessive fishing is another cause for the decline of marine life. It is our collective responsibility to protect oceans for the future of the planet and of the humanity. Before we move on, the Earth's surface has vast water bodies called oceans and large landmass called continents. Oceans are interconnected. Continents may be counted in various ways. The most common count is 7. The northern hemisphere has more land than the southern hemisphere. Oceans support all kinds of marine life and play a critical role in the world climate. They are now seriously affected by human activity and need our collective protection. और ये क्वेश्चन और क्या है, ये प्रोजेक्ट्स. तो ये चैप्टर पूरा कंप्लीट हो गया. अब मिलेंगे अगले चैप्टर में.